We'll just have to wait and see. So, welcome to Level Up TV at levelupyourgame.net with me, Disrepute. Hopefully joined by Vor very soon. ClanBase Nations Cup 2012, Ukraine versus Hungary. Quake Live Team Deathmatch. First map gonna be Dreadful Place, which is the Ukraine's map pick. Now look at the teams: Triple Sex, Extreme, BZD and Vendigo for the Ukraine. For Hungary, Brazil, Gandhi, Feeder and Dash. Two obviously strong lineups to reach this quarterfinal stage. I'm expecting a very nice battle between the two. Judging by group stage form, probably slightly favour Ukraine, but Hungary are always competitive. Second map's going to be Hidden Fortress, so we'll see perhaps a more cagey style on this map and then a more expansive, aggressive style on the second map. Potentially, but well, I mean, you do see some teams play quite aggressive on this map, although Ukraine we've seen pretty content holding this mega side of the map, which a lot of teams would class as a secondary kind of tactics. But then of course you have slightly better access to that lightning gun and potentially to that rail gun as well. So I'd expect Hungary probably to try and play the Reds, and Ukraine to be not too bothered to be sat back on that yellow mega side of the map. Of course, quads are going to be the key element, as they are on every map pretty much, but especially this one. We're going to go live in this quarterfinal, starting off with Triple Sex's point of view. Oh, getting a lightning gun straight away, and he came up from the grenade launcher position. That's an unusual opportunity to get that one early on. Switch around a little bit. Dash has the rail gun off the start, already hitting impressive. That's 3 rails in a row, presumably then 100% rail for him. 3 seconds to go before this red. They'll want to start moving to the quad. Desperate to get that grenade launcher though. His Dash, another nice rail for his second impressive of the map. Got to be careful going at this bounce pad against the rocket launcher player. Lost a lot of armor there, but he has teammates supporting him now. His first quad, of course, they don't know the time it'll spawn at initially, but can be 30 seconds to the end of the minute. And it looks like it's going to be a late one. There it is, 55 seconds it spawns on. Brazil picks it up. And here, time to go and dominate with it. Don't see massive quad runs on this map. Got to wait 15 seconds before this red, so he's obviously not really got an idea of when it's up. It's going to waste this whole quad run if he stands around for it all this time.
Teams are tied.
But I mean, if that's the goal of your strategy anyway, to secure that red, then it can work out fine. Whoa, almost gets caught out completely. I think it was an air rocket him direct as he jumped around the corner. Now gets railed as well, so not the greatest passage of play from Brazil here. Although he has mopped up that yellow armor on top of the red. Oh dear, he won't want to watch that one back. Let's switch around a little bit. See, Extreme here. He's got the mega health, got a rail and lightning gun, the 2 key weapons. Of course, being attacked by a shotgun, he can't really use that rail, and he's punished for trying to escape there. Now following Feeder down in this rail basement. It's such a key area to fight over. I imagine nowadays pretty much every player's got a good rail in Quake, so teams do have a lot of players wanting to get down to this area and focus on it. Usually you might place one player being in charge of timing it, controlling it, but often you'll see multiple players move down when the time's actually up for it. 25 seconds to go before quad. Expect to see both teams start aggressing on it now, trying to lock down that position. Nice defensive rail there from Feeder. We've got 10 seconds to go before Quad got to watch his main bounce pad. Extreme coming up with the rocket. He managed to push himself through that doorway, trying to save himself from dying more than anything. Not a particularly stacked quad in Gandhi's hands, but good use of shotgun there to get the frag. Still a few frags behind, which they have been throughout this whole map so far, despite them getting both quads. Red armor is up on its spot if he knows it. There he is. Oh! Gets taken out by a couple of rails. Hello, Vor.
Hi, how's it going? Just close game, I see.
Yeah, very close at the start here. What's your prediction on the eventual winner of the map, maybe?
I think Ukraine, they've looked stronger so far in this tournament, but, you know, Hungary can't be underestimated.
This is the Ukraine's map pick, of course. And as I was saying, loading up the map, they're pretty solid playing either side of the map. So they don't get too flustered playing that mega yellow side, like some teams do. Triple Sex picking up that red now as well on top of it. It seems like he's been just left on his own while the rest of his team plays that yellow mega side. And of course, if one guy can just mop up this red on his own, Hungary are going to be in serious trouble here.
Yeah, this is where Hungary would need to recognise that, you know, there's just one guy at the red, you know, then just put pressure on it. Obviously, Triple Sex isn't going to be able to hold it on his own against 2 or 3.
In essence, it's the same thing you might do on Grim Dungeons when you go in the high yellow position. You just stick one guy there, the rest of your team secures the red still. And there's a lot. If you can lock it down for any length of time, then the other team's going to lose out massively on the armors.
For sure.
For show,
Good
15 seconds.
Early set up for quad as well. Nice to see the stack player, Triple Sex here, although he doesn't have much of that lightning gun ammo left.
Oh my
Wow,
god, great rockets. He's going to go down here.
Yeah, I mean, just not enough Ukraine players there, only 2 of them.
He was there for ages as well. Look, this 100-100 stack for Brazil is going to get a second quad pickup of the map. This time he has Shaft. He can work with. Still got a nice armor stack as well. Got to be careful. Oh my god.
Well, this quad run should bring the scores back level.
Wow, look at this. Misses out on the LG ammo. It's kind of predictable that he must have been going for it as he dropped down there. And they did the right thing, mopping him up. But a good quad run. 2 frag difference now.
Yeah, really nice. You know, he was kind of unlucky as well with, there was 2 different spawners, I think. One in the, you know, corridor between Rocket and Red, and one actually on that rocket itself.
And he'd run out of LG ammo on top of that, so trying to utilise plasma, which if you don't hit your shots can be pretty frustrating to use.
But if you hit your shots, it's devastating.
Good game. Nice rail by VZD. He's got a teammate Vendigo there with a rail as well. In 37.
Double rail combo, deadly.
There you go, another mega pickup. Let's have a look at the scoreboard. A minute 9-1 on the mega pickup. It's pretty clear cut there. But 9-4 in favour of Hungary on the reds. Not so much of a difference there. And that's basically, if you have the red side, you should get all the reds. You have the mega side, you get all the megas. So they should sort of be opposites or completely equal, both of them.
Should be, but I don't think it often works out that way in practice.
No, and of course, it's longer spawn time on Mega anyway. So.
Yep, you didn't think of that one, did you?
Apparently not, until I said it. Coming up to quad time in 20 seconds again now. Feeder in position, trying to lock it down about the right time. Look at that heavy damage shotgun and Triple
Yeah,
Sex.
even though he dies, he's still done a lot of good work there, but his teammates have been cleared up as well.
Nice rocket by Triple Sex. He's run out of rockets though. Going to have to utilise that shotgun. The teams are tied 2 seconds before the quad. Looks like Hungary have secured this one out. Feeder going to grab it. Is he? Look at that.
Oh, really good.
Great spawn for Dash. Doesn't want to be too rash running in though. Takes that Triple Sex pretty comfortably. Could even get a second frag there. I'm surprised they're standing around. 10 seconds to go until the red. He might just want to wait around this area, secure out the red for sure. Looks like a teammate's going to grab it. Going to go across this open death pit.
Just not quite enough reach on that lightning gun to take out the railer.
Of course, one of the problems with hitting him with the shaft is you're going to push him further back.
Exactly. Quad LG, of course, doesn't just have increased damage, it has increased knockback.
Only a one frag game in this quarterfinal, Vought.
Yeah, pretty close. Nice to see. I mean, Ukraine. They've been quite strong this tournament. You could have seen them take their home map by a larger margin than this so far.
Yeah, Hungary playing a very solid game. Neither team really giving away stupid frags, although Vendigo does get caught out with nothing there against Gandhi. 50 seconds before quad. I'm not sure it's worth waiting around here for whatever he's waiting for, Gandhi. Yeah. Gonna cycle around a little bit. Extreme's just off the spawn. Let's see. BZD actually does catch out Gandhi using his railgun there on the drop down. Does have a bit of armor. Gonna wait on this Mega. He's hitting 56% shaft. I can't imagine he's used it too much to be hitting that.
Nah, he's probably only fired it once.
Have seen him down at this rail quite a few times. Dash gets caught out with his rail. Does just hit it on Vendigo. Could be important though. Brazil goes down, dropping straight into the shaft of the aforementioned player.
Yeah, I mean, good, not by as much anything other than luck, but they've got a pretty good quad set up due to respawns.
Drops his shaft to Brazil. He didn't seem to be able to notice it. Dashman.
Oh wow! How did Dash survive that to pick quad up?
Dash grabbing it, going down instantly, but in the end it was just worked out as a good steal, I guess. Probably be disappointed considering the amount of players they had there for the setup, though.
Yeah,
as you say,
they weren't in great positions. Yeah, they'd just come into the room and they hadn't really taken up solid defensive positions. No one in the doorways to block Ukraine just coming straight in.
One frag margin is unbelievably close. You wouldn't really expect this at all. I mean, the entire round so far has been, what, maximum 3 or 4 frag difference. Going frag for frag. Now, what do you suggest in that situation? Just keep going how you are, or do you risk changing some kind of strategy? Well,
I think you should just try and keep things going, and then, you know, a good quad can give you domination of the map, even if it's only for 30 seconds to a minute, and then you could pick up as much as a 10 to 15 frag lead. No, don't take any unnecessary risks.
They're all going to be picked up.
There's always opportunities that teams either take or don't take, and those are usually the difference in who wins. You know, you don't want to force something and make a mistake.
It's like Ukraine going to pressure in on this red position. Do get a frag. They're just slowly extending their lead though now, ever so slightly, grabbing that red armor, in fact, away from the Hungarians.
Yeah, they're giving up a rail though doing that. It was only one frag they picked up.
Gandhi only hitting 33% rail. In fact, as we'd cycled through the players, their accuracies really aren't that high. And we're used to seeing these players hit ridiculous stats.
Well, particularly Hungary, normally see him hitting some pretty good rails. That was a nice rail. That might have hit.
There you go. Was that
could have been 2 double rails in a row. I'm not sure. It's always hard to
impressive
tell.
though. Dash does grab it with a nice chunk of armor as well. Shotgun in hand. Does have a plasma as a backup, though not too much ammo. There's that ammo crate for him. Oh my god!
Lucky 50s there. Red's up as well for him.
Decides to shoot his teammate first. Now Dash is hitting some nice stat. 76% rail. I think what we've seen... Oh my god! Pummeled again. Tied up the game at the end of that quad run. This is what we've seen, perhaps the better quad runs coming from Hungary so far, ever so slightly, bringing them back into the game when they just fell behind before, and they've done the same again. Suggests the general map play is probably a little bit stronger from the Ukraine. Now on Vendigo's point of view, hitting 48% rail again, not outstanding, but wow, what a really nice rail there. That's something like 6th impressive. Hungary just taking the lead, ever so slightly.
You know, if Ukraine do lose this map, they're certainly going to regret having got no quads so far, aren't they? I mean,
that's a very good point.
To only be losing by 3 frags, but having picked up no quad. But you know, you kind of deserve that. If you aren't setting up quads correctly, if you're just losing out on it every time, then you're doing something wrong, and kind of pick to the confidence on your home map.
25 seconds until this next quad. BZD did just pick up that mega health. They're dominating the mega picks up, of course, and ahead in the yellows, and obviously, as you'd expect, behind the reds, but they probably had more of the item pickups, the Ukraine overall. Just without those quads. Could this be it, though? Ukraine, they're going to grab a quad here. Looks like no one's particularly wanting it. Needs a shotgun. Actually has a shaft out of that. Gotta be careful dropping down with a rail. That's actually intelligent play going down the staircase by Vendigo. Heard the railer below. Manages to confiscate that railgun as well. Ignored the LG ammo. Might come to regroup that.
He's got enough ammo for maybe one more kill. 2 if he's lucky.
Oh, he does actually get 2 in as well. That's a really nice quad run in the end, and it's put them quite a few frags. Probably one of the bigger margins we've had on this map, because what have we reached, about 10 frag margin, the biggest so far, something?
Yeah, and really, you'd have expected them to have more quads than this, so it's about time really they got one, and they used it reasonably well, and they're back in the lead.
Impressive.
Not often you see one team just dominate quads so much. I mean, particularly when Ukraine are the ones that picked this map, so you wouldn't expect them to lose out on every quad at all.
Yeah, normally your home map, it's your home map because you're good at it, and you're good at it because you get most of the power-ups, because generally we see power-ups are the way teams win maps. So...
And you can't even say that, often on this map that you get more frags on the quad setup. Well, they haven't even been doing that, because Hungary have been in there, and there's been some scrappy fights over the quads, but it's always been Hungary coming away with them.
Cycle around a little bit. Dash has just picked up their red army. He's now got 60 health, 25 seconds before the quad wants to get there now. Uses rocket launcher, shotgun, lightning gun, even got a plasma there to utilise. Comes up against 2 Ukraine players. Very nice play from Dash, using all that armour up, defending the position, although in fact Ukraine do have 2 players remaining in that quad area. Looks like though Hungary are going to get in because they just had no health and armour.
Oh, that's a lot of lightning gun times, wow.
Ripped to shreds. He's only hitting 25% LG overall as well, so nothing spectacular by Vendigo, but that LG was absolutely perfect. Take out the quad carrier. And we've got 2 quads remaining on the map, and they could be very decisive. Well, or decisive as such.
It could be the deciding factor. Particularly as Hungary, they've done so well on the quads up until the last one we just saw. And previous one that they didn't get, but they've done well enough on the power-ups that they could expect to come away with both potentially, and both power-ups going to them, they could expect to win if that happens.
Frag margin, ever so
So
slight.
Dash is looking pretty good at the moment. He's stepping his game up for the last 5 minutes of the match.
Okay, 10 seconds until that red is going to push out into the LG position. If you can take out 666, that'd be a big bonus.
Well, he's all but taken both of them out. I mean, yeah, Brazil just mopped up 666, and Vendigo, I think it was as well, extremely low.
Still around that 6 frag margin. They haven't brought it back too much.
Yeah, they don't need to rush yet. It's best to be patient and not give away frags still.
He's going to take out... Oh, well, he got rid of all that mega that BZD just gathered in, and that is the last one before the power-up. So will Ukraine actually have players capable? In fact, Hungary had already got it set up pretty effectively. Nice bit of LG from Brazil on extreme, although he's coming in with the rocket launcher. Vida does a heavy shotgun before he goes down. Look at this machine gun. Just ran in a line across the quad room there, Gandhi. Look at that grenade. And it's going to be a Hungarian pickup again. Gandhi's got a shaft that...
Whoa,
what
Gandhi.
the hell?
Take it easy with the nades.
Nice frag. Going to get the mega on top of that as well. One of the very few megas they have picked up. Shotgun play could come in handy rather than a dangerous rocket launch. Oh my god!
Didn't expect that many to be there.
No, I didn't expect that many to be there either, because I thought I heard some down at rail. But That's a little bit of a dropped moment there. He got a couple of frags there.
Yeah, that was an opportunity. I mean, 10 frags of difference now, and it's getting to the point where they can't really let the lead slip any further than this. Otherwise, even with the final quad, it would be a lot to ask. This is one of the easier maps to hide and evade on, so...
How would you play if you're Ukraine? Do you want to go to the last squad? Make sure you get everybody there, risk it? I mean, if you all die, then you're in serious trouble. Or do you just try and stack up the other side of the map, stay out of there?
They should probe it, but if they see that all of Hungary are there early, they should, in my opinion, just stack up, maybe, on lightning guns, yellows, and just look to counter the quad or avoid it. And as I say, this is a very easy map to evade quad on. But if you were to give up kills trying to attack quad, and you've got nothing to work with, then it does become a lot harder.
Gandhi's there already with 100 armor. This is perfect. In fact, if he can retain that armor stack, they should secure it out, because they'll have another player coming with armor, you would presume. He's got shafts as well.
There is one more red that someone could wait for and then rush the quad with.
Looks like none of them are there actually for it. They're just going to try and secure out this squad last 5 seconds. Ukraine are actually coming at the main bounce pad. Oh my god, Vendigo must have been stacked, but he's gone down now. And Feeder grabs it now. He doesn't have armor. Got to be careful of the pummel, yeah. Well, he did get the frag, but he did take a bit of damage. Get a health first, maybe? Nope.
No, he's in a rush, remember?
Good point. 6 frags is the margin. Oh my god, catches one of them, gonna get a second, even a third!
3.
Excellent.
Needs his teammates to not keep dying. 3 frag the margin, make that 2, make that 1 frag difference with 25 seconds left. Nice rail. Second rail, that is brilliant play by Feeder.
There's
and
a
the
real
teams are
opportunity
tied.
to win this now for Hungary.
The momentum is completely with them. The only thing is, he's got to wait for this mega. It's a bit irritating that it's kind of, you have to wait for it because it's soon, but not. Here we go, he's going to get another kill here. No, he isn't. Extreme comes out of nowhere with the shaft. And actually, they get the win with the frag at the end. I guess we missed that one.
Feeder, I mean, that guy came out of nowhere with a lightning gun. Feeder thought he'd be able to pick up the winning kill down at that mega, but wow,
I thought he was going to do it. Wow. You must be pretty shocked if you're Hungary after that one. Great comeback and then suddenly just losing it.